Toyota is not a car company that's going to win a lot of design awards, at least not in the past. I'd like to think, though, that this 2014 Toyota Highlander may be some of their best work. This actually is a good-looking crossover. It's the third generation Highlander. It's been around since 2001, and this, of course, is going to be the best one because it's bigger, it's wider, it rides better. A lot of improvements to talk about, so let's get started. Toyota's goal with the 2014 Highlander was to improve the design both inside and out and to make a better overall driving vehicle, really to make a better family vehicle, and they really have succeeded. It all starts with this front end. They gave it a more truck-like grille, and that was by design. If you noticed on the last generation Highlander, in the middle, they made some improvements, but they didn't take it quite far enough. Now they went all the way. Bigger, bolder headlights. You have all new fascia, all new hood. Everything about this vehicle is new, and I think you're really going to like the styling changes. If you think about where the original Highlander started and where this one ended, in just 13 years, they got a lot more aggressive, a lot more athletic. This rear cargo area, this rear tailgate is, in my opinion, very aggressive, very sporty, but it's also very important that they focus on family. For example, in the past you had to go upgrade trim levels to get the power liftgate. Now, all except the very base model allow you to open the power liftgate with the push of a button. And that's important when you're walking up with your arms full of groceries and you don't want to have to set them down to get into the cargo area. There are two engine options on the all-new 2014 Highlander. The base models will get a 2.7-liter four-cylinder engine producing 185 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, while the upgraded models will receive a 3.5-liter tried-and-true V6 engine producing 270 horsepower and 248 pound-feet of torque. Both are mated to a 6-speed automatic. There's a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive variations, multiple trim levels to choose from, and a lot of that is dictated by the engines. But let's talk a little bit about engine technology, because when you look at that 2.7-liter engine only producing 185 horsepower, you think they would need to come up with something better. Maybe a 2-liter four-cylinder turbo that would get about 240 horsepower and better fuel economy. So we hope to see more of that down the road from Toyota. Toyota estimates that over 60% of Highlanders sold will be sold as all-wheel drive models. Now, there's an all-new all-wheel drive system. The old system was full-time all-wheel drive. This one actually can change the power from 100% to the front to as much as 50-50 split between front and rear. Toyota took a lot of effort to improve the interior of the outgoing Highlander model, and the results are tremendous. We could talk about the all-new gauges, which are bigger and bolder. You've got a 4.2-inch information screen that gives you a wealth of information, from what music you're on to what the weather is to the fuel economy. So a lot of information. So when you're looking at the speedometer to know what your speed is, you also can get other information. They've added an all-new 8-inch navigation screen on the upgraded models, which is brilliant, very vivid, very high definition. There's also a new feature called Easy Speak. So if you've ever been in a situation where you have music going on and you want to talk to your kids in the back, so you don't want to have to turn it down, you just push the Easy Speak button, and as you do that, the voice is actually going to project into the back. It's a great feature that hopefully will become useful for a lot of families. They also focused on storage. You've got this all-new storage area that extends about 2/3 of the width of the vehicle. It's a great design, makes a lot of sense. New cup holders that are massive. We have a water bottle in here, and it's just moving around like it needs a big gulp or something, because the area is just huge. Many improvements have been made to this rear cargo area. For example, the old model had a 50-50 split. Now we have a 40-60 split for more versatility. They've also increased the width by almost a full inch, allowing for that 8th passenger in that 3rd row if you have the bench seats and not the captain's chairs. And you have 34% more cargo area. So more from Toyota Highlander. There are several trim levels available for the 2014 Highlander, starting with the base LE front-wheel drive that's just over $29,000. Next, you move up to the XLE Limited Platinum. There's also an LE Plus model. Now, when you get into the V6 with all-wheel drive, limited platinum, you're talking about $44,000, $45,000. So a wide range. We estimate the typical Highlander sold will be an all-wheel drive XLE with a few packages. Expect to pay between $35,000 and $36,000. Overall driving dynamics dramatically improved, and that was by design. There was nothing wrong with the outgoing model, but this new one is really going to push the limits of some of the sportier vehicles in the segment, like the Ford Explorer and Honda Pilot. Toyota is well established as one of the premier crossover brands in the world. Recently, they updated the RAV4, and now we have an all-new Highlander designed to go head-to-head with the leaders in the segment. We really like what they've done from a design standpoint and a technology standpoint. Engine technology is a little bit lagging, but we expect to see some changes in the near future.